Shalom, it's me, Baht Of Zion, and today I'm coming to you with some real talk truth that some of you may be experiencing or have already experienced, such as myself, which is separation. Kind. All right, now, when you are in the truth as a Hebrew Israelite, sometimes it is hard for you to separate from family to include your day ones, to uphold the Torah that was presented to you by Yahweh himself. Kind. Now, when Yah decided to wake you up to take knowledge of the beautiful things that he has set out for his chosen nation, Israel, sometimes that will not always be what your family and your friends may want to walk on that journey with you with. Kind. At times it does lead you in positions to feel as if, well, hey, if I'm coming into this truth, I could at least share a little light to them to get them to wake up too. And if they are unacceptable to it, I could still try to figure out how to be a friend or a good family member to that person. Kind. And all the time, you cannot do that at all. All right. Now take it from me. Okay. I've had experiences where I've came into the truth and I was uplifted and happy and joyful about all the knowledge that I was retaining from the Most High Yah. And I started sharing those wonderful things on my Facebook page, where I had family members on there too that were viewing those things. Now, what did they do? They decided to, within my first year being in the truth, they decided to block me. They decided to not see the post anymore. And also, they took it a step further to not invite me to any family reunions. Okay? All right. Now, the reason they do things like that, family, is because they have not accepted what you believe. Now, if you are a monotheistic Torah only keeper, you would know that you would not believe any idolatry worships such as Jesus. Who's the other one? Buddha. You got Shiva. You got Muhammad, Muslim guy. You got all these different ones whom they look at as their Messiah. So when your family or your friends are looking at you strangely and not understanding what it is that you're going through, and they want to do the side eyes and push you to the side and not keep in contact with you, you have to remember those are still tests from the Most High Yah to see if you're going to fold back into having yourself be presentable to them, which would be your family or your friends. And accept their ways. When Yah told you no, in this walk, you are to accept his ways. So, yes, I will be the first to say, probably along with other people, that this walk is not for the weak. It will cause you to lose friends. It will cause you to lose family. It will show you as being alienated by them based on what you believe. Now, with all that being said, you have to remember this is a spiritual war. It's a spiritual war. They may not see it as a spiritual war because they're looking at Babylon as the golden place, where all of these things that they can have is at their hand, right? And you do have some evil people, some wicked people who are being more successful following that dead man deity stuff, then you are right now following the truth. But what did Yah say? The evil will one day perish. And what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to endure until the end. So don't let anybody tell you that, oh, coming into this truth is all peaches and cream. I got my family with me and things like that. But not also tell you how long it took for your family actually to be accepting of what it is that you are honoring, what it is that you are respecting. Did they always respect you when you came into the truth? half the time the answer is going to be no. The answer is going to be no. Okay? Now, will it come a time later on in their life where they will respect what you believe? Maybe. Maybe. Don't nobody know that. The only person that know that is Yah. Well, the only Ruach that knows that, the only creator that knows that is Yah. Okay? All right. Now, the other way they disrespect you, your family, or your friends is when they like to have these little cookouts, these little gatherings, knowing that you have a dietary law that you have to follow. And guess what they'll do? Have everything up under the daggone moon that you ain't supposed to be eating over there, and have you one piece of something that you have to pick around to get what it is that you can eat. But please keep in mind, whenever the unclean food touches the so-called clean food that they made, it's still contaminated. So now what do you have? You have an empty belly sitting amongst people that don't care about you, don't care about what you eat, don't care about what you believe. They just care about sitting around talking about you, grinning in your face, making it seem like, oh yeah, they missed you so much. But as soon as you leave, they're talking about how you crazy. Okay? And they will say that you are crazy. So don't think that, oh, they're not doing that, because they are. I promise you they are. They're having all these daggone hidden behind the scene functions talking about you and what you believe, how you need to come back and follow that dead man who really ain't saving them and who really got them following some messed up Christianity stuff, but they can't even get right in their own closed doors, behind their own closed doors, still talking about people, still doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. But they swear up and down they are saved by somebody who they don't even know and they ain't never met and things like that, because he's still dead. How does it make sense? It don't make no sense. So, once again, stop thinking that you're going to be able to bring your family and your friends along on this journey, because you are not. Now, if you are blessed enough to be able to bring your friends and your family along on this journey, Yah willing, then you will see that it's up to them to actually stay. Because some people get weak to Babylon. They get weak to all this twerking out here. They get weak to all this drug life. They get weak to all this daggone other type of stuff that they can get caught up in, and they start to remember and reminisce how they used to have it like that. How they used to be able to have this one and that one and that one and that one, and waking up to another one and stuff and getting caught, but still being able to side talk the other one to stay in good graces with them. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of headache. Or they start talking about how, yeah, I used to drive all different type of cars and couldn't pay one off. I go get in a car accident so I can get another one. That sounds like a curse. So only thing they got going on for them is talking about all the curses. They will not find the blessings until they decide to actually submit to the Most High Yahweh and Him alone. Okay? And Him alone. You can't submit to Yahweh and then turn around and want to submit to this daggone false God ways because you still want to party and still be lukewarm. You can't do that. Nope. Just like you shouldn't be walking around with mini skirts and fringes on. You can't do that. That still shows that you are stuck in between. You ain't made up your mind. You can't be around here sagging, still selling dope with your zeets on. You can't do that. That means you are still stuck and frozen and not understanding who you are supposed to submit to. You can't do that. If you get too lonely where you feel like you gotta reach out to your friends and knowing that your friends or your family members are doing the most crooked stuff in the whole wide world and they want you to love and forgive them anyway because JC taught them to turn the other cheek and you should too, you tell them no. What you are doing is wrong, and I'm going to tell you where you're wrong, and then I'm going to show you where you're wrong. And if you can't get on the same book, the Tanakh, that I am on by following the Torah, then maybe you need to go somewhere else because you cannot tamper with my faith. Period. Period. Okay. That's my little rant about how it really is in the truth when you dealing with friends and when you dealing with family. They ain't all gonna get it. They ain't all gonna get it. And they gonna leave you. The same ones you call your day ones, they going to start to become your associates, and you going to see why. If they're not accepting and they want to consistently disrespect you on what you believe, you going to see why. You're going to see exactly why Baht of Zion is saying this to you. Okay? All right. Now, you ones freshly coming into the truth, keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Don't let nobody out there in Babylon try to show you some daggone trinkets of death. Don't let them do that. Because it's all going to lead into a black hole, a pit that you ain't coming back from. Because remember, anybody that dies, they going to stay dead. And the dead cannot praise Yah. So no, you ain't coming back when you die. Okay? And neither is your false Messiah. Okay? All right. Shalom Berakah.